Well, this caught me by surprise the first time I heard it. The American Humane Society, or Association rather, says July 5th is the busiest day of the year for animal shelters. The noise and commotion make our dogs nervous and fearful. We want to prevent that. Here to share specifics about what to do this 4th of July, pet behavior specialist Cathy Guinane from the Nebraska Humane Society. Good morning. Typically, you bring us one dog.
Yes,
today we got
two.
So who are these little guys?
Double your pleasure. Come here, boys. Turn around and look at everybody.
Well, they're more interested in talking to her than they are to you at home. What's their story? What do you know about them?
They are 7 years old. They are actually brothers, and they're a 2-for-1. They go as a pair. You haven't been this friendly to me all the way along here.
No.
Now you can't take your eyes off. They are about 7 years old. They're rat terrier mixes of some sort. They had an elderly owner who couldn't take care of them anymore, so they were surrendered to the shelter. They're lovely boys. They've got tons and tons of energy.
So this is Rocky that I'm loving on now?
Yes, you have Rocky, and this is Petro.
And there's Petro. And so our folks at home need to know they're getting both, but anything else they should know before they bring them into their home?
Well, they do go walk beautifully on a leash. They're probably pretty house trained. They're going to need to learn how to get out at your house and what you want. But they're kind of ready-made dogs. They're ready for everything.
Yeah, they still have good energy for a dog that's 7 years old. They're still full of it. The 4th of July is hard on our dogs. You've told us that before.
Yes.
Would you explain why the holiday's so tough?
Well, the thing is with the 4th of July, the noises are, they're painful for the dog's ears. Higher the pitch, the more it hurts, I think. It's scary. It's not predictable. They don't know. It's foreign to them. Plus, we're partying, we're in and out of the house, so it's easy for the door to get left open or the dogs to slide out the door, etc. You know, company is always hard on dogs if it's not something they're used to. And it's just such a change in routine, and nobody's at work, you know, those kinds of things, and that's hard.
I'd like to interrupt your train of thought because now we can see their faces.
Yes.
And I don't want to miss this moment where they're not jumping up on you, so our viewers can see these precious boys. You've got a list of things that we can do to affect how well our dogs enjoy the next few weeks.
Yes.
And so some of these, you know, they might be obvious to you. Some of them might be new ideas. One of them, I think, is the sort of that background noise with a radio or TV. That
kind of white noise. Just because if you can put them in a place where they're not as close to windows, you know, like an interior room, the basement, but turning a radio or TV on that's normal for them to hear, it helps. It just kind of blocks out some of that. It doesn't take it all away, but it blocks some of it.
And I don't know if we have more here for you. Of course, keeping them away from fireworks, adjusting their walk time so that they're
a quiet time.
Yeah, during the day instead of going at night when there's tons of commotion. But then that middle point is about thunder shirts and calming collars, which you have at the Nebraska Humane Society. And in fact, I've got some of the products here. So when you're shopping for them at the store, this is kind of what they look like.
They do.
But in this box here, this is the thunder shirt. And when these initially came out, I'll say I was skeptical about it. I thought, well, those really work? But you believe in them.
I do. For thunderstorms, definitely at my house, they work really well. Fireworks, they help. But again, the noise is so much louder and more constant that kind of makes a difference with the things. We make them for cats also.
Yep, and this is about pheromones.
Yes.
And so you're basically interacting with the chemistry of that cat's body and helping him chill out a little bit.
Right, and they figured out how to reproduce the pheromones that the mother dog or cat gives off to the litter. And it comes in 2 versions. It comes in a cat version and a dog version. And it just helps. It takes the edge off. It's not going to cure anything, but it will take the edge off, help them calm down so they maybe can enjoy doing something else, like a Kong or a bone or something like that.
And make sure your dog is properly identified.
Absolutely.
Collars are on, tags have phone numbers and names.
You know.
Because you'll think, you know, well, it's not going to happen to us. We don't need to worry about it. But if July 5th is the busiest day of the year for shelters, that's a lot of stress for families and dogs.
It's dogs and cats. You know, my dogs go out even in their fenced-in yard on leash because they get so scared. Who knows what they're going to do?
Thank you, Cathy. It's good to see you. And boys, good luck finding a home. We're cheering for you, Rock. Petro.